Over the last year, my life has been pretty chaotic. I got a taste of freedom, a peek into different lifestyles, and although there were constant changes of plans delaying the accomplishment of my goal of traveling the world, I wouldn't trade this past year for anything in the world. The decisions I made, the experiences I lived, and the people I met and connected with all helped me shape the life I live today. This is the story of how I accidentally built my dream life. And like any real change in life, it started with an existential crisis.
Depuis midi, nous sommes donc passés au confinement général.
Restez chez vous.
Pour réduire nos déplacements et nos contacts au strict nécessaire.
La fermeture des crèches, établissements scolaires, universités pour le lundi
Se
suivant.
promener, retrouver ses amis dans le parc, dans la rue, ne sera plus possible.
About 2 years ago, France entered its first lockdown, and I took that opportunity to drop out of college while still keeping the scholarship money. Formal education just wasn't for me, and the interest I had for the course I was studying was fading. I was busy being obsessed with the lifestyle I had just discovered. You know, digital nomads, those people that make their living from the internet, meaning they can be anywhere, whenever they want. That's what I wanted. My plan to become one was to become a travel content creator on YouTube. Looking back, my first mistake was to wait to travel to start creating content, but whatever, that's not what this video is about. Fast forward a few months, I got a job in an elementary school as a staff member. I worked there for the whole year. It was really fun. I basically got paid to play games with kids and amazing coworkers. My social life, however, took a hit. I was trying to save as much money as possible for a big trip, so I was going out a lot less, and that took a toll on my overall well-being, and it got worse and worse as time went on. I didn't hate my job, but I didn't love it either. I knew it wasn't what I wanted out of life, and having it become such a big part of my life just made me feel trapped. So I found a way to deal with it. This is a list I wrote as an answer to the question, what do you want to do with your life? And as an attempt to come back to what really matters in life. Living it. No, really. It's that easy. I know it sounds cheesy, but I'm dead serious. Just be kind and do whatever you want with people you love, and you'll lead a happy life. Though it is a simplified and privileged way to go about it, in real life there's much more nuance to it. While writing that list, I realized that most of the items on it required money. That's the part where you argue in the comments whether money buys happiness or not. I decided that it would. I wasn't about to let saving money degrade my mental health. Plus, summer was coming, my bank account couldn't stand a chance. And right when things started going well, my work contract came to an end. Which means I was job free. Let me say that again. I was free. That summer was just perfect. I kept doing things on that list over and over, and before I even noticed, my friends all went back to school. And I had things to do too before leaving for my trip. I tried to get my driver's license. Spoiler alert, I haven't passed the final exam yet, and it fell way down the priority list, so I'm gonna deal with that later. And one day, while scrolling on Instagram, I came across a post from the student council saying they're organizing their first after-work event since the pandemic started. I decided to go, and this was the decision that made everything that happened since happen. Getting kinda chilly out here. If you see me wearing this jacket in like every single video, it's because that's the only one I have. Well, the only light jacket I have. I kind of downsized because, I'll be leaving for a really big trip, and once I come back, I'm gonna get new stuff. So, yeah, I don't own a lot of clothes. Anyway, I went to that after-work party, got back in touch with friends from college, and got invited to the orientation weekend, which was totally not part of my plans, but they hyped me up, so I went.
I pull up, you deep on my niggas, consider it's pivotal. Trap through the app, make a clap it, don't cap it, she tapping it fast. I think that you know they be catching it. Standing 6 feet up, casting a shadow on niggas that talk like they bad it. They know that we got it, they talk far from actual. I make the waves for tsunami, I dare you to paddle it. The trunk stay steady rattling. Blowing top tier to keep my thoughts clear. See the opt in there, I'm on my shot, call a big boss shit. I never know the time, I'm never clocking in.
Fast forward to the end of the orientation, I thought that would be the end of it. Who would have thought it would have led to so many nights out down the line? I was asked to come to the skiing trip as well. At first I said no because it was way over my budget, but once I got home I thought, what the hell, there are so many reasons to go. I just need to make some money and boom, problem solved. Now I could have just found a job and called it a day, but my big ass wanted to travel too, so... literally living my best life. Just arrived in Rome. My phone battery is dead. I don't know where to sleep. I'm thirsty and I need to pee. This is my first time trying real Italian pizza, and
It's not very real. It's not very, because
just spent my first night in Malta. Now I have to find a job. And that backfired. I spent more money than I earned, and I made a whole video about my experience in that country. If you're interested, up there and down there, if you want to check that out after this one. I went back home and spent some time with the homies, and decided to go to that skiing trip anyway. It's getting way too cold. 2 months ago, our group of 45 people went to the Seabell ski station. We were supposed to be twice as much, but as the new update dropped, the pandemic advanced into the next stage and the Omicron variant released, which pushed back all the exam dates onto that week. So a lot of people couldn't come. It wasn't my first time on skis, but here's the thing, I wasn't skiing. I went to learn snowboarding. Originally I wanted to make a video of my progress, but I forgot my camera on the first day and progressed so fast to the point that it didn't make sense to make that video anymore. I guess Bob helped a lot. Thanks, Bob. So instead I just decided to enjoy the trip and record a few memories here and there.
Bon, par contre, on va pas juste enceinte.
Ah ouais?
Voilà, pour moi, c'est ce qui est aussi pro, tout ça, le petit peu. Ah ouais, un petit bout, tu le ralasses bien, toi.
I traveled with friends, learned how to snowboard, partied every night, lived with 7 roommates, connected with a lot of people. That trip checked a lot of boxes from the list. A lot of memories were created, people got hurt, knees got injured. Not me though, I'm fine. I guess if there was a lesson to be learned here is the fact that you can create the life you want, and dropping out of college was the first step for me. Learning that there were other ways to succeed in life opened so many doors. The possibilities were endless, I just had to pick a path. But it most likely wouldn't have happened if I hadn't wrote that list. The list of things that make me happy has been on my walls ever since I wrote it. Well, except when it falls, tape tends to lose its stickiness. The point is, I go back to it whenever I feel lost, and the only time I've needed it since was when I was in Malta. To create your dream life, you have to visualize your ideal self, and get closer to that version of yourself by considering it whenever you're making a decision. Call that manifestation or law of attraction. All I know is, by pinpointing things you'd like to change about your life, and checking the boxes one by one, your life will quickly change for the better. I wanted to be more spontaneous, travel, and have an active social life, so I made them my priority. I still have a lot of things I want to change about myself, but I feel like I tackled down the most important ones in terms of lifestyle. The other ones are more about relationship and personal development. There is one more thing, however, that I kind of urgently have to deal with, making that lifestyle sustainable. But that's a story for another day.